My name is Daniel, and welcome to Walking Wednesdays. This is my weight loss journey, and this is the first official episode of Daniel as we go on a walk. Walking Wednesdays is what we're going to call it. I'm going to answer some questions, all that good fun stuff, and see where it goes. This is probably going to be about 30 minutes. Make sure to comment for next week, and of course drop a subscription. It really does help, especially watching this whole video. It really helps. Maybe one day I'll be able to turn this into helping with my medical bills, but we'll talk about that later. But first, let's get our first question from Thomas J1V, and this individual asks, who am I and what am I doing? Or who am I, and then why am I doing this? That's a great question. And overall, I started to be able to, I noticed, and sorry for any light glares or anything. Hopefully this audio is all good and all that good fun stuff. But overall, I was gaining a lot of weight, rapidly, to be honest with you. And it was starting to affect my daily life, which may be like, oh, if you were at 500 pounds, wouldn't that affect your daily life? And it did, but it's one of those things where I could kind of push through it, see what happened. Where once I got into the 600s, I started stairs, were cutting the back of my legs. Going up a simple flight of stairs was exhausting. A whole bunch of things. Yes, I'll be out of breath during this thing, and that's part of this whole point. I'm exercising. But it definitely was starting to be like, oh, this is going to shorten my life. And I knew I had to do something about it. So I went to a specialist and we started figuring out some stuff. Figured out I had, ooh, this lighting's fun. Let me see if I can get away from the sun here. That I had lymphedema, which is the second fluid system in the body outside of blood, was basically not working at 100% capacity like the rest of humans. And it's a chronic thing that I'll probably have to deal with for the rest of my life, but we'll see. I've dropped things. Watch me pick up this. Let's see how badly I messed up the camera. Whoop. I think only, like, pretty bad. No, we're good. We're back. And what keeps me going is, outside of myself, I have a lot of people in my life who care about me and want to see me live to my fullest. And I want to be there for them. And not just myself. Like, I like living. But I know you hear so many stories of people like, oh, that, like Frank was a great guy. He died 25 years ago because of, be it smoking or any type of thing, you know, those type of situations. And I didn't want that to be me. And it could still be. I have done a lot of damage to my body, being 600 pounds. It's not good. Luckily, I'm down to 522, 98 pounds down on this journey, which is crazy that I've been able to do that since July, which will lead into another question. Let me see if I can get out of this. God, this sun. Maybe filming at midday wasn't the best plan of action. But I had another question, which kind of leads to the same thing, which was, oh, there's a little hawk, or is that? No, it's a little crow. But let's see here. Whoop. Come back here. Let's go this way. Whoop. Sorry, guys. Whoop, whoop. Whoop. Across the road right here. Whew. Come on. You can do it, Cam. So, secondary question to this was 2000 T Master. why do I count the weight from July when this channel started almost 2 years ago? That is a great question. Oh, the lighting is just spice-orific, ain't it? Yeah, we'll deal with it. It's fine. I'll see if I can start going another direction here for everyone. But why do I count myself 98 pounds down since July of this year? And it's twofold. My journey started on December 8th, 2023, where that's when the first day I started tracking my weight, seeing where I was at. And on that day, I was 608 pounds. And then I did well. I lost about 50, 60 pounds. I kept going forward. And then I hit a rut. I hit a depression spell, and I gained a whole bunch of weight back, even more than what I started with. And I was back up to, on July 3rd this year, I was at 620 pounds. Also, let me see if I can show you this. Look at this. Isn't that adorable? Look at that. God, I love when people go crazy for Halloween. It's always great. Let me see if I, oh, come back here. Come back here, Billy. So I always want to show you the good and the bad, because no journey is perfect. I'm not perfect. I fall, I make mistakes. Sometimes you eat that ice cream where you're just like, damn, that's tasty, but I know that's 400 calories. And you eat that ice cream. And then you pick yourself back up and you go again. And I know that, God, this lighting is bad. I'm so sorry, everyone. I need to figure this out. Let me see if I can sit here for a second. Pause on my walk for a second. But overall, I want to show you the good. I want to show you the bad. I want to show you when I struggle. I'm not going to sugarcoat it when I gain 5 pounds, because there's been times where that's happened. And it's all part of having a healthy relationship with myself and food, and see where it goes. I know that a lot of people only want to see the positives, and you're like, oh no, the negatives. But I know that life doesn't have any, like, there's always good, there's yin and yang, there's always good and bad. But let's get some, I guess, positive question is not the right question, but let's go with Jarrett Rika. Please correct me in the comments if I say your name wrong, because I will probably butcher them. If you got the phonetic saying of it, I will gladly do my best to say it correctly, because you guys deserve to hear it correctly. But asked a two-part question, which I'll answer kind of in multiple ways here. But first one was favorite music, and then favorite sports to cover. If everyone doesn't know, I am a sports writer. I cover everything from professional sports all the way down to Little League. I've done it all. And it's not a glamorous job in the days of AI, but I truly do love the insider nature, being able to talk to players, being able to talk to coaches, and understand what people are up to when it comes to their favorite sports teams, especially where I live. I do have a channel for my sports writing. I'll let you guys find that one if you can find it. But the second question was favorite music, which also was asked by a couple people, Casper and Egg Sandwich. Favorite artist or music type? And this is a tough question, because it may not be a good answer. Is go this way. I quite enjoy going on these walks, because I'm going to be a mess when this is done. But favorite music is, I really enjoy, and this may be a controversial opinion, I really like cursed mashups. Have you wanted to hear Sabrina Carpenter with Slipknot. Sure, I'll give it a listen. Oh, Post Malone and the 21st day of September. Come on down, buddy. Taylor Swift and Korn. God, that's a good one. And so, like, I like all forms of music, but I wouldn't say there's like a specific band that I really like. This may be a hipster's hell take. I really like Beirut. Playing their music out on a little bus in the redwoods trees and bumping along, and you're playing your instrument. I played in high school and college, also sang. I want to be a sweaty mess after this one. Only 10 minutes in. We got a while to go. That it was. I also I like your standard pop music or any of that good funky jazz, but I also love classical music. I love rap. I kind of like I mess with Joji. A whole bunch of weird. You can't really nail down my musical preferences, which is we're doing a swap of hands here, ladies and gentlemen. We're swapping. And keep pushing forward. Oh God, come back, camera. Oh, here it goes. This is the second time I've ever used this thing, so if it's way too zoomed in or not professional, I do apologize. But let's get to another question. Jill Anderson asked, do you check in with your doctor? And yes, this is a pretty short one, but every about 6 weeks, I go to my main doctor, and then I have to go to my physical therapist twice a week to get my legs redone for lipodemia, get all the wounds taken care of, because it's gotten a lot better, but it still ain't pretty. It's still pretty gross. So we have to get that kind of washed and redone every week, which is always a good fun time. I did decide to walk on a day where I think it's like 85 degrees out here today, which normally would be absolutely stunning, and it is. Look at that sky, not a cloud in the sky. You love to see it, but that means I'm gonna be a disgusting ball of mess when we're done here. And then I'll see the next question. Andrea Beth asks, is there something I want to do once I lose the weight that I couldn't do before? And there's a number of things. One thing I would say is kind of being able to just go out more often without having to worry about like my weight or if it's too much. Oop, we're swapping back. Come on, Billy. Oh God, this is horrendous. We're crossing the road. Oh God, come back here. Come back, Billy. Come back. Yeah, come on, you can do it. Yeah, here we are. It's really, I've been in this neighborhood a few times. I really like walking around here. There's a nice couple parks. But there's also this house on the corner that goes crazy every year. Not just for Halloween. They're known as one of those Christmas houses, you know? Let's see if I can show you guys. We got a big old witch with a broom. We got a skeleton. We got a demon. The demon. And we got so much stuff going on here. I just look at all the stuff. Look at all that. There's a bunch of stuff. Look at it all. Look at that. Again, I do apologize for if there's times where you cannot see me because of this light issue. That is something I will have to learn how to deal with. But let's see here. Next question. More to listen. I do apologize if I messed up the name, but what is my final goal? Be it weight loss or not. And I would say my final goal is, I have a goal weight of 299, but I just want to be, healthy overall. I want to be able to not stress about mortality, I guess. Or it's like, oh, once I pass 40 years old, like there was a content creator for, I think, Barstool or something, a guy, unfortunately named Beefs. It was a golf content creator. He was like 31, and he was roughly my size. And he died from a medical incident, which probably means he had a heart attack. I don't want to assume, but that's usually what that means. Or an artery got plugged, and I just don't want that to be my fate, If I die at old age, that sounds lovely, fantastic. But hopefully that's a very long ways away. I don't have to worry about that. I am in my mid-30s. God, I'm already drenched in sweat. It is going to be an absolute diabolical morning. Next one. Pondwitch, Kristen, lovely Kristen, asked, do I play any video games? And the answer is, oh, golly gee, yes. There's another one across the street that's also quite nice. God, these people go out for Halloween. I'd love to see it. But I do play video games. I am known to, unfortunately or fortunately, play a decent amount of the World of Warcraft. I am that nerd, pridefully or unpridefully. But I also love board games. I have been known to play Valorant, Counter-Strike. I have played League of Legends since 2010. That's a dark omission. But I played on the alpha of League of Legends. Think about that. I've also covered the League of Legends World Championship, which is also very unhinged. But going back into the sun. Goodbye, sun. I don't understand the sun. I've got that sun I want. Oh no. It's filled with sun. And then here's another question that I got from what is it? Katie DE6. Are you single? Yes. But I'm not really looking right now. Trying to focus all my energy on my weight. See what happens down the road. Find a nice, lovely individual. That sounds fantastic to me. That's what I'm looking for. But I know I'll be probably a little bit more desirable if I shed a few 100 pounds, But that's a down the road conversation for myself. We'll see what happens on that front. Next question comes from Cal. I think it's Cali509. It's like, do you have any low-calorie food recommendations? Let me see if I can cross the street here. And I cannot stress enough. Woo, come back here. Come back here, phone. I'm right at the sun. God, I made a mistake, everyone. But we're rolling with it. It's first walking Wednesdays. But low-calorie meals. One that I really been enjoying is you take some no sugar. Also, sorry for any car noise here. I take some low-calorie Jell-O. I mix it with some Greek yogurt. You let it set in the fridge. It's called Fluffy Jell-O. And you put some I put some Raisin Bran for some extra fiber. And, whew, boy, this walk's kicking my butt. There we go. That's a little nicer. And there it goes. Put some like Raisin Bran Crunch or any kind of granola cereal of choice, high in fiber, and that kind of keeps it going for the morning. It's like 350 calories total for a serving, which is about the size of a bowl. That's pretty wild. And then we and that's kind of the meal I've been really digging recently. This was asked by a couple of people. Let me see if I can find it. Storm the Tempest Born asked, do I watch Liam? And actually, I got the fluffy jello recipe from a Liam video. He's been an absolute godsend. I want to try more of those recipes. Finances are quite low at the moment, dealing with all this good old medical debt. So, let's just chicken all this other road. Oh, look at that. Well, let's chicken go. Oh, come back. Come back, Billy. And I know that his videos are, especially his love of beans and hate of cottage cheese, are very relatable to me. Yeah, these chickens are just vibing. Oh God, I just went to the fence. Look at that chicken go. That was a wild chicken. I do. This place is not my neighborhood, but in the ballpark. It's quite beautiful. I do love this area. Hopefully I can stay here a long time, but we'll see. One day I dream of owning a home. It won't happen, but I can dream. At least I'll be skinny, you know? Living in a cupboard. I need to find myself somewhere to have a sit. But that means we have to answer another question. ALM 401 asks, non-scale victory I'm looking to. I kind of answered this question, but besides really wanting to ride a bike, I really miss being able to just go on a bike, cruise around town like the world doesn't mean a thing. Come back! That sounds absolutely fantastic. I also would really love to not have to stress about airplane travel. As a sports writer, especially as I'm getting higher up in the ranks, traveling becomes more of a thing. And Southwest used to have a thing where you could get 2 seats for the price of 1 if you were a fatty like me. But too many people abuse this. So they're getting rid of the system, which is a shame. But I understand why they're doing it. But I'd like to get to a point where I fit in 1 airplane seat. God, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Just be able to sit, not stress, not have the person next to you give the death air looks like, oh no, he's so fat and he's about to sit next to me. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm sorry, we're doing this. Usually though, luckily, because I am a fat individual, when I fly Southwest, no one wants to sit next to you, which means I usually get the only seat that doesn't have anyone next to it, which is very nice. I do approve of this. It is some levels of fat privilege, but I do not care. I will take that. Oh, it looks like there's a little side thing up here. No, where are you going? I'm over here, camera. Focus on the fat man. No, not the sky. It's very beautiful. But look at the fat man. Scan me, not the sky. And we'll see what happens. I'm gonna sit down here for a second. And don't give me too much shit for not a consistent walk, but we'll deal with that. Oh, here we go. Sitting down. Give it a second. Let's see if we can get locked onto my face. Whoop. Fantastic. We're already at 25 minutes. And we still have at least probably 15 minutes to go. This is gonna be a big walk. What the first Walking Wednesday, we going crazy. Let's check the hair. How saucy we looking? Sweaty as hell. Nice, okay. We good. Let me see here. Nimilin Lowell. I don't think I said that one correctly. Ask me, and I've had this question like 4 or 5 times from different people, what keeps me motivated? And it's definitely a case of, let me see if I can, whoop. The sun right there. Oh, quiet, yes, beautiful. What? Oh no, that's not it. Come back, Billy. Come back. There we go. What motivates me? I just kind of, it's equal parts wanting to prove people wrong. Like not that I have haters. Like, dude, 99% of you are the loveliest people I've ever met, which is absolutely wild that I have just so much support. Which, God, please keep doing that. That fuels me more than anything you don't even know. Oh, there's a chicken on that roof, like an inflatable one coming out of that window. Ah, diabolical. No, what motivates me is kind of prove myself wrong, because I never thought I'd be able to lose 100 pounds, and I still have, like, even if I'm at one, I still have 200 to lose before I get to the weight I want to be at, and then still you could probably be like, hey, you should probably be 200 or 250, so like, we got a while. A lot of that was probably fluid weight from lymphedema, but not all of it. A lot of it's just been eaten correctly. Someone asked, let me see if I can find it. Sarcastic Girl Idol asked, do I restrict my food intake? And I guess technically that's correct. I'm currently sitting at about 2,500 calories. Sometimes it's 2,000, sometimes it's 2,500. And it's really just being consistent. Tracking all my food. Luckily, I have a couple of roommates who do like CrossFit and really big in the macros, so they all weigh their food. So I kind of luck out super hard from that. But being able to track how much is going into my body, because I know I could probably eat 3,600 and still lose weight. I'm that big, which is not for everyone. Not everyone can eat that much. I understand that. But from what I was eating before, like there was definitely weeks where I was eating like 6,000-7,000 calories, because you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna eat a full day's meal, and it's 11 o'clock at night, and you're like, you know what, I think I could go to McDonald's and slap down 20 nuggets, a Big Mac and 2 fries and a regular large Coke. That's like 3,000 calories on top of the 3,000, 4,000 I ate already, and I'm just like, yep, throw it down the gullet. Food has always been an issue for me, and that's kind of the biggest thing I've been trying to fix, is my relationship with food, because I love food, but it's also my stress mechanism, where it's just like, oh, things are going badly, let's eat. Things are going like positively, let's eat. That dopamine hit. Oh, I've only got a few more questions, and I've still got a lot of ways to walk, so let's get going. I'm at 28 minutes. Let's see how long it takes for me to get back to my car. And we're off, everyone. Whew. But no, it's a beautiful day. This person over here has a great front yard. It's very spoopy. It's almost spoopy season as I record this. It's almost Halloween. What are you guys going to Halloween as, or taking your kids trick-or-treating? Do people still do that anymore? I remember, like, my house is known for, we give out the full candy bars. We try to be that house, even though not a lot of people come around, so it's usually like 5 or 10 kids get rewarded for their adventurers. And they come out and we hand them the holy grail of full-size candy bars. In this economy, I know, tells you how our priorities, surviving or giving kids gigantic candy bars, and we're like, yeah, candy bars. Come on down, Billy. But my motivation's strong. I want to do this once a week. I want to be able to walk consistently. I want to be able to walk not on Wednesdays. I won't record all of those because that's kind of a pain in the ass But let me keep going here, see what's happening, move my feet. I can definitely tell after 30 minutes of walking, my feet, oh, look at this. Oh, this house has all the inflatables. Very cool. You'd love to see that. But I can definitely tell my left foot is not gonna be happy after I finish this. And that's just kind of learning my limits and seeing what we can do overall. Trying to think what's the best way to get back here to my car. Kind of went on an adventurous route. But, oh, there's a lizard. Oh, look at that. Look at the little lizard. Oh boy. It's gonna be a long one. Well, if you've made it this far, make sure to comment down below. Whoop. I don't even know where this is going. You're out of control, Billy. You're out of control. Let's see what happens. But overall, can't complain. I'm going to be an absolute mess when I get home. But that just means I get a big old glass of water, maybe some electrolytes. No poop and pee. That's fair. Oh, yeah. Oh, my feet hurt. Okay. Whoop. Scoop it up, beep. But we'll go back to the sky. Come back, Billy. I grew up around gaming. Gaming and sports, very strange combo. But I had a father who worked in the industry, so it was like Christmas all the time. He'd come home with a box of new games, and then we'd be like, "Oh my god!" And playing GoldenEye or Ocarina of Time, playing Smash Bros. And so many. GoldenEye is still absolutely goated. I'll hear nothing about that. That theme is the most slapping of slaps that has ever slapped. You can't go wrong with Super Mario. Big fan of Super Mario Galaxy. I haven't gotten really into like the Stardew Valley side of things or all those type of games, but I know you just got to keep pushing and see where it goes. When it comes to games, like right now, I've played a lot of games when it comes to Valorant, Counter-Strike. I have played many a Call of Duty, though I wonder what the story is here. I'm coming up to two houses across the street from each other, both for sale. There's our turf war. Just one neighbor went out. Are the neighbors next door rambunctious? Who knows? Whew. Do apologize for the breath. If you've made it past this 30-minute mark, do make sure put down a comment. Maybe even subscribe if you haven't. I'd love you a lot. But overall, I need to find another place to sit down for a second, because my legs are legging. So, let's see what else can we talk about here. Not the sky again, but oh no, we dropped it again. Oh, we coming back. Oh, look at that, flawless. No, not even a mistake in the world. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. But we keep pushing. We keep doing some shenanigans. See what happens. Let me see what. I had a couple questions left. I also don't know why they're. Oh, it's a coffin! How adorable. Oh, I think it's either Saigon flower or Saigonin flower. Asked, do I have a favorite bird? And you know, I kind of do. I've got some sentimental favorite birds. I quite enjoy a good flightless bird, a good old penguin. They're always adorable. But I would say sentimentally, one of my grandmother was big into blue jays. I know they're absolute like annoyances, but she loved coming over from the UK and looking at all the bluebirds, and that was her favorite, to go watch those. And just go off the property and around and about. And you know what? I agree. They are quite beautiful little birds. Oh, we've got another one of these witches and a werewolf. Quite interesting. Intriguing to see what's up. But how long are we out here? 36 minutes. Oh God, we're just sending it, aren't we? We'll see if I can find. Oh, come on back. You can do it. Come on back. There you go. Like I said, don't fully know how to use this thing. But where are you going? Where are you going, Billy? Come on. Come back. I am immensely out of breath and very, very tired. May see if I can find another spot to park my butt for a second. Hard to have a more perfect day. I think it's mid-80s. Very few clouds in the sky, blue, so that I can see. And we'll see what's up overall. Oh boy, gotta keep going. We'll see how long. There's a chance I may stop this relatively soon. I have run out of questions, and if I've forgotten your question and you've made it this far, I do apologize. Please make sure to comment below, and I'll make sure I'll get it for next Walking Wednesday and see what happens. But overall, I'm feeling good, feeling great. My legs are officially on fire. I think there's a house up here with a stoop or something where I can park my butt for a second in the shade, because I am overheating a little bit. Should I bring water? Yes. Am I dumb for not bringing water? Yes. But I do want to make sure, start doing some more long-form contento, just because I have the sub mount. Oh, that's another question. If you made it this far, someone did ask the question. I do apologize that I do not remember your name. And it was along the lines of, would you ever open up a community Discord? And I'm slightly torn, because that is big in Denver. It would probably have to be behind like a Patreon paywall. Do let me know if you would like support me for like a few dollars a month, for maybe more being able to chat more regularly, more one-on-one with me. I'd be probably interested in that. But do let me know, because that's definitely something I'll make if there is interest, especially if it can help pay for my medical bills, because all of these physical therapy twice a week is not cheap. It is not great when it comes to that. But I think I can pull off over here find me a bench real quick. And that is 1,000% not required. I want to stress that if I was to set up something like that, it's just be if it was on the kindness of your heart, or if you think I should set up a one-time donation page, just to be able to pay for things like food. I make too much for any kind of food assistance, but I make too little to be comfortable. I mean, comfortable would be fantastic. Let me sit here for a second. Oh, we're back at the stoop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, time to sit down for a second. Oh yeah. Whew. Let's make sure I haven't forgotten any questions. But it's been a good walk. Besides the lighting issues, how has this been? Have you enjoyed walking Wednesdays? Please let me know. Feedback is always appreciated, positive and negative. I want to make sure that this is something that's not just benefiting me, but you guys get to hopefully see. And that's the other question. Would you guys want to see just my ugly face, or do you want me to turn the camera around and just focus on the path, see where we're going? But let's see here. I think we've gotten everyone. But I completely forgot. Jarrett Rika's original question, besides music, was what's my favorite sport to cover as a sports writer? And I love them all except for wrestling or track are hard, just because they are kind of a cluster. Everyone's competing at once, so it's hard to get everyone at the same time, and people just disappear when they're done with their events. Football is fun at any level. I'm partial to basketball because I was spoiled, because there was a local basketball academy about 10-15 years ago, and it was on the bottom of the ESPN tracker. #1 recruit in the country transfers to my area, and he had come from a faraway eastern state. I was like, oh, that's a local high school around here. That's unusual. And they've had so many McDonald's All-Americans, and I've got to talk to all of them. Some of them are in the pros right now. I'm hoping to talk to them soon. But come on, Billy. But overall, not shabby. Let's cross the road here. Oh, my feet are getting toasty. Yeah, was this a mistake? Maybe, but maybe we'll hold it to 30 minutes next time, because this is looking like a 50-minute bonanza. But I really like all sports: baseball, softball, rugby, all fantastic to cover. I once had kids that were really big into Oreos. It was a tennis team, and whenever they won, the coach got them a new type of Oreo, and they kept winning, even though they weren't known for being very good. But these Oreos were addicted to these kids. It was quite funny. I love telling stories. I love being able to show a kid who's maybe not the biggest, the strongest, maybe he has the biggest heart, and be able to show the world their dream. Because a lot of times, like high school sports especially, is where I cut my teeth, is I am toasties. Where only 1% of all kids in high school football, I think, go play D1. And there is kids who play D3 and D2, JUCO. This is true. But being able to just show them the life, what their peak of athleticism is, But I think I'm officially hit 45 minutes. My car's around the corner. Damn, 45 minutes, everyone. If you got here, make sure to comment below. Make sure to hit that like button. And if you made it to this whole end of this video, please comment, because you a real one. You are what I'm looking for as someone to support me. I love every single viewer I get. But the people who watch these, you a real one. I am a sweaty mess. This has been Walking Wednesday, everyone. If you have a question for next week, comment below. I may have a special edition of Walking Wednesdays, maybe on a Saturday, as I'm covering a rare one-off game. And it's a really beautiful walk, so I may go see what happens there if anyone is interested. But I will be, worst case, daily updates on shorts, and I'll have a 30-minute at least walk next Wednesday, everyone, weather permitting. And I'll see you then. I love you faces. See you tomorrow.